To hear from 10 of your side's gardening expert Dabney Morgan. Good morning, Dabney.
Hello, everybody. Well, you know, everybody says I've been using my hands too much, so they put a mic in my hand this time, so I'm kind of restricted, but here goes. We're going to do the best job we can with my hands cuffed. So let's start out and talk about grass seed. This is the time of year, the weather's getting cooler, now's the time of the year to start planting fescue. When you go in shopping, you'll find many bags on the market, and they'll say on the bag, grass seed mix, etc., dent shade, fescue, whatever the case. But the key that I want to talk about today is the fact that when you buy a grass seed blend, you want to look at the back of the bag and take a look at the content. It's required by law that every bag of grass seed have a label on it. And if you notice, this is a blend of fescues, and of course we want to look to see what the blends are if we're looking for a particular one. Then down below we want to look at the weed content and the crop content. It just happens on this there is no weed, no crop. That means it's an extremely clean seed. Now when we plant fescue, if we're doing bare ground, we want to do 7 to 8 pounds to the 1,000 square feet. If we're overseeding, where we have been working on our lawn for the last 2 or 3 years, then we're going to plant 3 to 5 pounds to the 1,000. In conjunction with the seed, we're going to put a starter fertilizer out. That's a fertilizer that has a high middle number, and what that does, it encourages the roots of the seed to be better established. In conjunction with that, then at that point, if we haven't done so in the last year or two, we want to put some lime out to sweeten the soil. That raises the pH, and of course grasses, cool weather grasses, prefer to grow in a 5.5 to 6.5 pH, and that will raise it. If you're not sure what your pH is, you can buy soil test kits, test it, and you'll know exactly what you're working with. Last but not least, if you have bare thin areas, then we always recommend you mix gypsum at the same time as well. And what gypsum does is loosens up compacted soil. All these things go down at the same time. Then in a month or so, we'll follow up with a high nitrogen fertilizer to feed the lawn the second time. The only other product that I'll mention to you, if you remember you had annual bluegrass last year, now is the time in the fall that you put your pre-emergent out to control Poa annual. All these products can be put out with a broadcast spreader. This is the weekend to get started. If you didn't catch everything I said, hop in the car, come on over to Anderson's on Jefferson at 8 a.m. I'm going to be giving a lawn seminar. We'll go right back over the same thing again. Hope everybody has a great weekend. We'll see you next Saturday in the studio.